career, Sarkar has been probably one of the most effective films I've made. And I've become a director mainly because of watching Amitabh Bachchan right from my teens or whenever. The whole idea of power and intense performances, obviously in India I think it started with Mr. Bachchan, and even till now it's only him, and I doubt that ever an actor will come in cinema who can surpass Amitabh Bachchan. So one important thing I wanted to do in Sarkar 3, I feel Amitabh Bachchan became what he was in the concept of an anger, so-called the angry man who stood for repression in terms of injustice or anything which the common man wanted for. They saw that outlet in the characters he played right from Zanjeer onwards. And I think that was one of the main reasons why he achieved such an unimaginable superstardom. And I felt over the last few years, I would say the last decade, most filmmakers, including myself, have taken him for granted and trying to put him in roles which are probably complex and very difficult to perform. But I think we somewhere forgot the power which he represents and the anger against injustice, what he stands for. So I just wanted to revisit that and make it more powerful than ever, and that's where the tagline "Angrier than ever" comes from. So, to cut it short, the main thing of Sarkar 3 is I feel it's on a scale which is much more, the negative forces are much more larger, the issues are much more larger. So Sarkar 3 in my view is much more larger in every which way than the earlier two franchises. And also, I think this is the first time in Indian cinema that a third part came with the same character, saying the role. And I'm very proud to be a part of that. And probably Amitabh Bachchan obviously is the only actor who's ever done that, and which has the same kind of power, and its intensity, and it is like one thing Abhishek said when he saw the first time he saw the couple of scenes I shot. He said, "Ramu, the only one problem I have with this is Amitabh Bachchan is looking 10 years younger than last time I saw him in Sarkar." So I didn't know, but I think Mr. Bachchan just kind of gets possessed into the character, and what he thinks inside reflects outside, and that's what I think it explains the whole thing. And thank you very much once again. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ramu sir. Just one question that I'd like to ask you before we call upon the cast. Angrier than ever, uski baat kar rahe hain. So was there a moment on the set jahan pe apne upar anger barsa ho aapke upar while filming?
On me?
Yeah.
See, to start with, I think Mr. Amitabh is one of the most gentle persons I've ever met in my life, and which everyone knows for a fact, the most sensitive person. So I think his anger, either he hides it, and in real life he performs as a gentle soul, or other way around. So none of us will ever know the truth. Who is the real Amitabh Bachchan?
Right. So to know the
franchisee, Sarkar. When Ramu decided about this film, I think it was the best film I've ever made. So though I'm not making any more films anymore, but Sarkar is one thing which will always be with me.
Also, your thoughts?
Hi everybody, good afternoon. We at Wave Cinemas, we just try to come out with stuff which is high on content and something that marries box office. So what better and bigger than Sarkar 3? It's been a wonderful journey, and we are all very, very happy and privileged to be a part of it.
Super. Also would like
I mean, I was associated with the film earlier. And very happy to be associated with Mr. Bachchan, Ramu sir, Alambara, Wave Cinemas. And we all hope that we make it a grand success at the box office on the 7th of April.
It's so obvious, sir. Just
You've already seen the trailer. Most of these occasions happen when all of us get together and we introduce ourselves to you and we talk about the film, and lots of nice things are said about each of us, but I thought it would be better that if we talk to each other and find out what we think about each other. And perhaps you will get some inkling of that as the conversation goes. Ramu, I'd like to initiate the conversation with you first. I have a member from my blog, from my EF group, who is some sort of an intellectual, and when he came to know that I was having a press conference today for the release of Sarkar 3, he sent me a short note, and I think that I would like to just read it out to you, and then maybe we can talk about it. He said, RGV has Ayn Rand bluntness. Ayn Rand, the great writer, in his style which suits his themes in a different way. Crime in his themes is in the eyes of the beholder. His characters make their own laws, which is rather challenging for an audience suppressed by protocols in our system. We are a nation of youth caught in a traffic snarl. All of them are on their own 2 feet, standing, pushing, pulling, or doing whatever it takes to move. And watching over this commotion is a calm mind that makes its own rules. I presume that he's talking about Sarkar. What made you choose this subject, Ramu?
See, to start with, I think the greatest film, like most people would agree with on, is something like Godfather. No? Mm-hmm. Godfather, I never really thought was about mafia or crime or underworld. It's about a man's sense of righteousness, where what he felt was justice. If the system had failed to do that, and he would take it upon himself to award that justice to the person who suffered. You know? And that, I thought, was actually for me the soul of why first when I approached you to come to Sarkar. Because for me, you represented as Vijay right from the beginning, from Zanjeer onwards to various characters you did in the 80s and later on, that you stood up, and which is the reason I think there was a mass hysteria of the popularity of you through the characters what you portrayed. So I wanted Sarkar to be almost like some condensation of that in one person. But both in thought, in performance, and intent in everything.
Yeah, but Ramu, that is not me. I mean, that is the writer. That's the writer's opinion about the situation, about the story. Writers are basically the actors of every film, and it is the thought process that they consume from a director. Director बोलता है कि मुझे इस तरह की कहानी बनानी है, और writer जो है वो actor होता है, screenplay writer होता है, costume designer, everything होता है.
I disagree with that, Sarkar. The reason being, I feel writer or director is about information. Eventually, film is an emotional experience. You have to feel what the character is feeling. Suppose if I give the same dialogue, exactly written, same lighting and same taking, everything, and instead of you, I put you, I'm just giving an example. For example, a Jitendra, it is not going to work.
Why do you say that?
I'm saying that's what everybody knows. If Amitabh Bachchan is feeling the emotion of what is written in that, as a person, he is feeling that. You know.
Yeah, I think this conversation is going very personal. But okay,
it is personal to me, Sarkar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since you initiated, you have to bear with me.
When you design a screenplay, Ramu, you know every story needs to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Which portion do you think of first? The end, the middle, or the beginning?
Sarkar, I just remind you of one small conversation we had in the beginning of the first Sarkar, when I came and narrated the first scene when Rashid comes to meet you, when you say that those famous lines, "Mujhe jo sahi lagta hai, main karta hu." And so I feel, actually, except for that scene, I never had a story of Sarkar in my mind. So for me, if the character, the way he says and what he says, in what context works, that hooks me onto the... Beyond that, I just wanted something to start, something to end with. I never thought of anything beyond that. Now, I remember you asked me this question, why would he say all these things to Rashid, who doesn't think anything of, that guy? So my answer to you was, he would speak because we want to listen Amitabh Bachchan say those lines, So I think when I said an emotional experience, it's not that Sarkar is like a great, very original story, a lot of twists and turns and all that. I think there's a connectivity to the emotion, there's a relatability to the characters with the family and the father and son emotion. More than anything else, I think everyone wants to have a friend like Sarkar. Everyone wants to have Sarkar. If I'm in terms of trouble, I would like to go to Sarkar. I think that is the most important thing what I thought of.
Yeah. Would you agree with what my friend wrote about Ayn Rand and her bluntness in the way she expresses? Ayn Rand, as you all know, is a very famous writer, playwright, screenplay writer, and a philosopher also. And somewhere she also said that, and this is one of her very famous quotes, I wonder if you were impressed by this, the question isn't who is going to let me, it's who is going to stop me. Do you think that this kind of encapsulates the character of Sarkar in many ways?
100%. Because the point is, when he's taking up a cause, each and every person, a lot of people will feel an injustice, an anger, a sense of a disappointment, but they will not have the guts. They will be answerable somewhere to the legal system, somewhere to the society, somewhere to what people might say, or they have enough strength to tackle it. Right. But then every once in a while, a very rare kind of a person comes who will say that I'll just do it. I want to speak up for it. I want to stand up for it. And he is not scared of any threat to himself, and which is the reason he becomes a leader. And Sarkar, I think, is epitome of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Rohini ji and Yami, we're just going to address you as ladies first. Please sit. You can also sit. I'll sit down. Okay. Why did you do this film, Rohini ji?
One day, got a message from Ramu, come and meet me, and I went and met him. I was in his first film, Shiva, just for a scene, then second film, Raat, and then now, Sarkar 3. So whenever Ramu remembers me, I'll always be there, Ramu.
You're forgetting the most important thing. I said you're going to play exactly the opposite of whatever Kasturba stands for.
Yes, that was a challenge too. That is a challenge too. So that's why I'm in this film.
Yami, what about you? Why did you do this film?
So first of all, thank you so much. Thank you for having us here and thank you for this response. And sir, you've got to be one of the reasons to inspire me to be part of
You know, you're not allowed to
Sarkar
lie
3.
at this press conference.
Am I lying? You think, am I lying? Not at all, sir. And to go a bit more detailed into that, if I may badly imitate you, Ramu, sir. I remember I was, as much as flattered I was when I got a call for Sarkar 3, but I was wondering that, I was really curious to know what the role is going to be. And so when I walked into his office and I sat down, he said, this fair and lovely walk that you've just done, I just want to cut it. I think let's show you in a light that we've not seen you before. Let's see if the same fair and lovely girl can just pick up a gun and just shoot.
You said fair and lovely walk.
Yes.
Didn't you notice all the lizards and the turtles on the floor?
Exactly.
This guy has snakes and lizards loafing around on
Maybe
the floor of his office.
Maybe it was not that
It's so intimidating.
catwalk. I was just trying to flip over those lizards and all. So, but I think I didn't have to think at all the moment I heard the role. And oh God, did I miss something?
You didn't have to think at all.
I didn't have to think at all. Even on the set. So I asked him, I said, sir, any homework you want me to do? Anything? No, just come. Just come on the set. So I said, okay, sir. So, and I think here it is. I think it's just time just flies and didn't even realize when it was one of the most quickest shoots I've ever done. And to be a part of Sarkar with Amit sir helming it, with Jackie sir, with such stalwarts and Ramu
There are
sir.
two Amits here. Just be specific, please.
Yes, Amit sir. I think I couldn't have asked more. It's one of those rare opportunities which goes down with you. I think years later that I got to be a part of a franchise called Sarkar, and I think it just says it all. So thank you, Ramu sir, for this.
Thank you. Amit,
And I
Saad,
just
you're
told,
next.
Sarkar, I just told Yami one thing that in a film like Sarkar, where there's so much of intensity and very evil, I mean not evil characters, menacing looking people and all that, and then suddenly in the midst of it, I see this pretty and petite, fair and lovely girl. What the hell is happening here? You know, and so, but the intensity which she managed to, I told her you can do it because I believe that all beautiful women are very mean in their hearts. So it's the most easiest to get it out.
Amit Saad is a new entrant to the Sarkar family, and Amit, I want to ask you. I'm not going to ask you why you did this film, but how did you do it?
Firstly, good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here. Just on a lighter note, I'll take this moment of glory, and then we'll surpass this. I had to be, I was in 1, and I was in 2, and I had to be in 3, and Chiku had to grow up. And forgive me for this. Now, let me come back to my senses. I say this with immense humility and gratitude and whatever understanding I have of acting or life. I don't have the capacity to choose this film or to even dream when I saw Sarkar 1, when I saw Sarkar 2, that I could or would be a part of this film, be a part of this world, be a part of a film with Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, be a part of a Ram Gopal Verma film, be a part of a film with such immense, amazing actors that I've just grown up watching, And so it's just, I don't know how this came in. I don't know. I'm just very grateful again. Ramu sir, I'll always be very grateful. I don't know how I've done so that you have to comment on. Amit sir, I really don't have words to express my gratitude. And thank you for this learning and thank you for being you. That's all I can say right now. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And now my Bidu. Bidu, we worked in many films together. क्या बोलेंगे बिड़ू? हाँ बोलेंगे, ठहर जाओ, टाइम लगता है. I don't need to introduce him. I don't need to ask him why he did this film. I don't need to ask him how he did this film. Just let him speak.
Respects, always respects to Bachchan Saab, to the whole team. I love you, you know that. I don't know why I did it. मेरे को तो यार रंगीला था एक, मेरे दिमाग में वो बच्चन साहब और सरकार फ्रेंचाइजी और रोल, मतलब एक सीन में भी खड़ा होने का मौका मिला तो बहुत बड़ी बात है मेरे लिए. और वही बात है, बिल्कुल ज़्यादा बोलूँगा नहीं, गलत लगेगा, मगर यार यू वोंट डू इट व्हाट, तुम लोगों को इसको रोल दिया. Simple है यार. और we worked together. I worked with Ramu. I've done a film where he's really handled me so beautifully. He's shown me looking something I never thought I could look like sometimes in the film. And then I worked with Bachchan Saab, and he's such a kind man. He's such a fantastic person. Badu, मेरे को sir, आपने मतलब मेरा एक एकलव्य में एक ऐसा शॉट था जहाँ मेरे को ट्रेन के बीच में पटक के मार देते बाबा. तो बार बार पीटा जा रहा था. मेरे पास वो था नहीं, कवर नहीं था, कवच नहीं था मेरे पास. तो इनने ऐसे बुलाया और पूछा कि would you like to? I said thank you sir. I mean कौन सोचता है बड़ू. मतलब छोटी छोटी बातें हैं, दुनिया भर की चीजें हैं सर पे, और क्या क्या कर रहे हैं और कहाँ माशाल्लाह क्या मुकाम पर हैं, और बॉस है सबका, बाबा है अपना, उनको अपने जैसे लोग दिख जाए तो बहुत बड़ी बात होती है. तो इस पिक्चर में काम करना तो मेरा मतलब ऑनर है भाई. बाकी जो भी रोल है, एक सीन में अच्छा है, मजा है. I just respect you. I don't want to say much. I mean, I don't want to look like an idiot. And Amit, sorry sir, Amit, you're a really lovely boy. And I like what you said, and fantastic work. I worked with you, and I still struggle, and I saw you. You're beautiful. You're fantastic. Ramu, lovely. Sir.
Guru, you worked in 2 very big successful films. Happy New Year and Dhoom 3. वो थोड़ा सा जादू हमारे इस पिक्चर में आप दे दीजिए प्लीज, ताकि ये फिल्म भी उतनी बड़ी हो जाए.
जादू सर ये this is you see ना, समझ गया ना बड़ू. हाँ. Love you for that.
Thank you.
You're lovely.
As producers, perhaps Parag, you and others can answer what you feel about the product, what you felt during the making, and then we can pass the question and answers on to this audience who are dying to ask us all kinds of questions, totally unrelated with this film. Okay.
It's only Amitabh Bachchan, and Amitabh Bachchan. That's the only answer I have.
Okay, let's switch to the other answers. This is... okay, I think we'll open the floor up for some questions, but just make it difficult for us to answer.
अमित जी, आपने सबसे सवाल तो कर लिया. मेरा सवाल आपसे है
जी
कि जब रामू जी ने आपको कॉल किया और बताया कि भाई सरकार 3 करनी है, तो आपके जहन में क्या चल रहा था और आपने क्यों हामी भरी?
सर, वो क्या है कि अगर 1 हो गया, 2 हो गया, तो 3 होना चाहिए ना. वही है, सिंपल है. हर एक चीज में हम लोग बोलते हैं 1 2 3, और लोग दौड़ने लगते हैं या भागने लगते हैं या किताब पढ़ने लगते हैं या चुप हो जाते हैं. तो मैंने सोचा 3 ठीक है.
एंड मेरा सवाल रामू से भी है. रामू जी, आप सेंटर में बस देख लें, मुझे कोई दिक्कत नहीं. ये फिल्म जहां खत्म हुई थी वहीं से आगे बढ़ने वाली है या किस?
It's not really true, because right from the beginning I've been maintaining it's like an adventures in the life of Sarkar. Again, Sarkar of course has a long, in any real life character and based on, there'll be so many things which will be happening in his life, and this is one such incident. So it is, at least of course the references to what happened in Sarkar and Sarkar Raj, but more or less I would say it is a very independent story.
आज खबर आई कि रंगीला की भी सीक्वल बनने वाली.
It's not true, it's rumor.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's a lady here.
Yeah.
आप वहीं से बोल दीजिए मैडम, सुन जाएंगे हम लोग. कौन है?
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you.
So I'll quickly go ahead with my question then.
Yeah.
Okay, just ask. सुभाष नागरे का ये जो कैरेक्टर है, ये
किससे पूछ रहे हैं मैडम आप?
जी, रामू जी से पूछ रही हैं. सुभाष नागरे का ये जो कैरेक्टर है, ये लार्जर देन लाइफ वाला कैरेक्टर है, लेकिन कहीं भी जो दो हमने अभी तक देखे हैं, इसकी जो फिल्में देखी हैं, उसमें कहीं भी ये नहीं लगा कि ये क्राइम को ग्लोरीफाई कर रहा है. तो स्क्रिप्ट के लेवल पे कितना डिफिकल्ट होता है इस तरह की फिल्मों में कि जो महानायक है उसको महानायक बना के रख पाए, जबकि उसको दोनों फिल्मों में कभी उनको माफिया कहा गया, कभी गुंडा कहा गया, फिर भी वो क्राइम को ग्लोरीफाई करते हुए नहीं दिखाई दिए.
See, like I was explaining in the before, see, crime is a legal word, you know. जो नहीं करना चाहिए, but anti-establishment, any person who takes up the law, when he believes that what is doing it for the right and for the oppressed people, though it is illegal in the eyes of the system, because you as an audience are connecting to the emotion and the righteousness of the character, because of that you won't feel it's a crime, which is the reason he becomes a leader.
यामी फिल्म में नायिका है या फिर उनको वैम्प कहा जाए?
That's such a vamp concept. So please.
Okay. See, I think to start with, Sarkar is full of grey characters. There's no such thing as a hero and a villain. All of them are strongly believing in their own convictions or whatever they stand for. So I think to describe anyone as positive or negative is not right.
अमित जी से एक क्वेश्चन. अमित जी, साइड में
या
सर, जेके जी के लिए कहा जाता है कि उनके सामने जितना बड़ा एक्टर होगा फिर वो फिर सोचते नहीं है क्या है. तो यहाँ आपके सामने है, वो कैसा रहा? जैकी कैसे लगे आपको? किस तरह का काम किया उन्होंने? कितनी देर टिके रहे आपके सामने?
नहीं, आप क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं?
मैं ये कह रहा हूँ, जैकी जी कितनी देर टिके रहे आपके सामने, क्योंकि उनके सामने जो होता है फिर वो पीछे नहीं हटते, चाहे अमिताभ जी भी हो.
क्योंकि इनके सामने मैं पीछे हट जाता हूँ.
Amit
Hello,
sir,
this is Atika Ahmed Faruqi here from Rishte Cineplex Colors. So I wanted to ask you कि आप पद्मश्री हैं, पद्म भूषण हैं, पद्म विभूषण हैं, भारत रत्न रहता है वो भी मिल जाएगा. आप हाल ही में मिस्टर प्रणब मुखर्जी से मिलकर आए अपनी फिल्म पिंक के लिए, और अब 7 अप्रैल को सरकार 3 रिलीज हो रही है. क्लियरली द एंग्री यंग मैन इज बैक एज द एंग्री ओल्ड मैन ऑन स्क्रीन, और वक्त इस वक्त पूरी तरह से आपका है. सर, इस फिल्म सरकार 3 ने आपके करियर पे बहुत पॉजिटिव इन्फ्लुएंस रहा है इसका, लेकिन बिकॉज इस कैरेक्टर में बहुत गुस्सा है और एक वर्ड है जलाल, वो बहुत ज्यादा है इसमें. कभी ऐसा होता है कि बाय द एंड ऑफ द शिफ्ट इसके चेहरे पे तो ज्यादा कुछ नहीं दिखाई देता, बट वी कैन क्लियरली सी लॉट ऑफ इट इज गोइंग, समथिंग इज हैपनिंग इनसाइड द कैरेक्टर, व्हिच मींस अ लॉट ऑफ एनर्जी इज जनरेटिंग इनसाइड द एक्टर. डू यू फील रियली टायर्ड एट द एंड ऑफ द शिफ्ट, या इस एक दिन के शूट के बाद आप कैसा फील करते थे? सुभाष नागरे का क्या हैंगओवर रहता था आपके ऊपर?
कुछ नहीं, घर गए, खाना खाया, सो गए. मतलब
हेलो बच्चन सर, रवि एबीपी न्यूज से. हेलो सर,
फिर
सामने
आप वहाँ हैं?
हाँ सर.
या
मेरा नहीं.
In the meanwhile, can I ask a question to
सर,
Ramu?
मेरा सवाल.
Carry on.
मेरा सवाल यह है सर कि फिल्म में एक डायलॉग है कि राजनीति बहुत एक गंदी चीज है, दलदल है, जिसमें मैं जाना नहीं चाहता. 80 के दशक में आप राजनीति में थे, उसके बाद कभी आप मुड़कर वापस राजनीति की तरफ नहीं आए. तो क्या इसे रियल लाइफ से आप इत्तेफाक रखते हैं, जो डायलॉग आपने पर्दे पर बोला?
मान्यवर, कम से कम 200 फिल्में मैंने की हैं, और न जाने कितने किरदारों को किया मैंने. कहीं आपको लगा कि मैं वैसा हूं जैसा मेरा किरदार था? नहीं. तो अगर मैंने कोई डायलॉग बोल दिया कि मुझे राजनीति दलदल लग रही है, तो इसको आप मेरे निजी जीवन से क्यों आप इसका ताल्लुक कर रहे हैं? वो मत कीजिए. हमारा निजी जीवन अलग होता है. फिल्मों में बहुत कुछ बोलना पड़ता है जो कि किसी और ने लिखा है. वैसी भावनाएं हमारी होती नहीं है. भावना से मुझे याद है, भावना जी नमस्कार. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say that, you know, it's a very rare occasion to have Bhavna Somaya, who's just been rewarded with the Padma Shri, and we want to congratulate you.
रामू सर, मेरा अगला सवाल आपसे है. सर ये सेम स्ट्रेट
at the back, right at the back.
सर ये सर, आपने अमिताभ बच्चन सर के साथ बहुत सारी फिल्में की हैं, आप आगे भी फिल्मों में काम करेंगे, लेकिन कभी आपको किसी फिल्म को लेकर ऐसा लगा कि आपने जो किरदार अमिताभ बच्चन जी के लिए लिखा था या जिसे पर्दे पर उतारा, डू यू रिग्रेट वन कैरेक्टर विच यू गेव टू अमिताभ बच्चन एंड यू थॉट कि नहीं यार, मैंने इनके साथ न्याय नहीं किया, इनजस्टिस की, इतने बड़े कैरेक्टर के साथ, इतने बड़े अभिनेता के साथ, एक फिल्म जो रिग्रेट करते हैं कि नहीं, इसमें अमित जी नहीं होने चाहिए थे?
See, not to take one name, I believe that except for Sarkar, I feel I regret all the films for the reason, because if we created the best of the franchise after making so many films, anything even which is little lesser than Sarkar also I regret, which is what I was telling you in the opening address when I said many directors, including me, we take him for granted and we get confused between the actor and the superstar and the image and the representation of power and what kind of image people have in mind, and to forget that and to get into just the nuances of interesting characters. So I would like to believe that I almost regret every character. Yeah.
Ramu, I would like to first and foremost congratulations. The trailer looks splendid. It looks splendid, and you are very smart. You know that negativity sells. Yet your film is very positive. You know, when it comes on the. So how exuberantly do you portray negativity, and how come it is so much induced within you? That you exhibited so well.
That's a very double-edged question, I think, you know. But the fact that you already won me by saying I'm actually smart, so let me try to be smart.
You are.
Yeah. So I would like to say, first of all, I think it's important to define negativity, you know. I mean, if anything is done what a normal man doesn't do and which is supposedly illegal or anti-social, it will be called negative, you know. But like I explained already. So I think any kind of, it's a high conflict films obviously deal with characters who are anti-establishment in one way or the other. And most of us in the daily course of our life, we're angry with politicians, we're angry with situations, we're angry with some things which are happening, and we keep on saying that. And suddenly we see a fictional character, at least on film, that he's dealing with our problems in a way we would like to deal, or we would like to have a person like that. So I think it's that connectivity which brings in the sensitivism towards the so-called negativity. I think that's a pretty smart answer. Yeah.
And Jackie जी, जैसा कि आपने बोला कि काफी आपकी धुनाई की गई एकलव्य में भी और इस फिल्म में भी, लेकिन जो सीन ट्रेलर में देखा हम लोग ने, वो कुछ अलग लग रहा है. तो उस सीन के बारे में कुछ बताइए. बीड़ू को पूछ रहे हैं हम.
पहले तो प्रणाम आपको. ये सीन अगर रामू साहब ही बताएंगे तो बेटर है, मैं नहीं बता पाऊंगा.
क्यों, आपने क्या कुछ नहीं किया उस सीन में?
जो हुआ उतना हो गया ना, उसके बाद क्या करूँ, अभी क्या बताऊं मैं. Ma'am, I'm so sorry. I really won't be able to explain it. So, but that smart boy out there can do it. Ask him. I'm so sorry, my lady. But I think it was fun just being around and trying to stand and in front of Mammoth out there and try and deliver a little bit and be sincere, because when I watch him work, it's a different ball game altogether. He's there with his pen, paper, and all those focused thing. He's around. He's witty. He's doing all those things, but he's so focused, and there can't be no riffraff hanging around him. It looks like. So it gives me, it makes me a little more cautious and more sincere to my work. So I feel happy doing, trying and matching up to the level, sincerity level of.
अमित जी से सवाल ना पूछूं तो पीसी में मजा नहीं आएगा मुझे. So अमित जी, your electrifying performance, you know, and yet your, I mean, such a great voice, and your actions, you know, it is so justified. Even today, I mean, you are able to. I mean, when you're on the screen, it's only you and you. How would you like to tell us about it? Like, you know, how do you maintain it?
Thank you so much, madam, for all these very kind words. I'm least deserving of it. I've always believed that the writer and the director are the main people. The writer writes, the director conceives it, passes it on to the writer. He becomes the actor. And most of what you see in all my films are indications that I get from a director. He will tell me where to walk, how I should speak. Many a times if we are preparing at home, we come prepared with certain notions as to how a scene needs to be done. But when we get onto the set, we find that it is completely wrong. There's no scope for argument, I believe, on set. If I have to convey something or disagree with any point, I would rather do it during the time the narration is happening. Debate, discuss, agree, disagree, whatever you have to do, offset. Once you're on set, then you follow what the director says. That's what I believe in. But I think that there has to be a certain belief in the story, in the character that you're playing. And much before we actually conceived Sarkar, Ramu and me meet quite often, informally. And I always was very intrigued by one aspect of life, and the life of people who are in power. And I believe that it's not all as transparent and easy as it seems to people outside. They are individuals, they are human beings, they lead a normal life as well. But yes, they are given powers which give them access to certain kind of actions and deeds which affect millions and millions of people. Where that comes from is guarded by their own political belief, their party that is in power, and if they are in power, what the government decides to do. But what intrigued me was that every powerful person has a family, has a home, has people who are close to him. And no home, I think, can be known to be absolutely perfect and free. There are opinions, there are differences of opinions, everyone has a viewpoint. So what if over the dining table in the morning or at breakfast, this powerful man who is the number one person of the country or a state or the entire universe is having a normal breakfast with his family, and one member of his family, could be his wife, could be his son, his daughter, disagrees on certain issues. It could be anything. It could be, you know, which car you're going to drive or why you're wearing a particular dress. And there is an argument. And what if this powerful man is irritated with this member of his or her family and is in that mood asked to attend a very grave meeting which is going to decide a government decision which is going to affect millions of people? Does it affect that decision making of his or not? And I believe that if you're in that kind of mental state where you're irritated with something, does that irritation carry forward to this very important decision that you're going to make, which is going to affect millions and millions of people in their lives? That is what intrigued me, and that is what I shared with Ramu when we used to have informal sittings for Sarkar. And so most of what you see in the film is an incorporation of a lot of these thoughts. It's commonly known as palace politics, and it happens in almost all palaces, not necessarily these grand structures, but even a small house can become a palace. And that intrigued me a lot. And I think Ramu was one person that truly understood the context of what we discussed several times, and it was absolutely brilliant the way he incorporated it in his screenplay and in his films.
Ramu sir, here, straight. Ramu sir, here. Ramu sir, straight here.
Hello.
You have always been, expressed your displeasure over...
Yeah.
You've always expressed displeasure over the way the CBFC functions. With Sarkar 3, do you fear any trouble when it comes to clearance?
No, not at all. Because I don't think Sarkar 3 has any material which would anger the Pahlaj Nilani.
So, but he is also asked to get NOC from the Thackeray family, Mr. Pahlaj Nilani.
What? No. That's a little. See, I think they have some kind of a regulation, like anything. I mean, in case they have reason to believe this could be based upon any real character, just to, as a safety, to get a disclaimer. I think nothing's beyond that.
सर निलिमा कुलकर्णी हिअर फ्रॉम IBN लोकमत. बच्चन सर, स्त्रू वाढतच राहणार, मी मागे हटणार नाही. हा तुमचा संवाद आम्ही या ट्रेलरमध्ये पाहिला आणि खूप छान वाटलं. इसके अलावा और भी मराठी डायलॉग्स इसमें होंगे क्या? क्योंकि आपकी मराठी फिल्म का हमें इंतजार है, लेकिन हम सुभाष नागरे देख के खुश हो जाते हैं. तो और इसके अलावा और भी मराठी डायलॉग्स इस फिल्म में होंगे क्या?
Yeah, I always, that's one of the other things that I always feel when I work on a character, and this we discussed with Ramu, that if I'm a Maharashtrian, then there should be some words that I speak in Marathi, even though the Hindi language film is more universal in the country. I say that because I just felt that when characters like these are in the privacy of their very intimate people, they normally speak in their own mother tongue. So I thought that if he's going to spend time with his wife, he should speak in his own mother tongue, and that's why we did it.
शिवांगी दिस साइड फ्रॉम आज तक. मेरा सवाल बच्चन सर आपसे है. फिल्म जो है वो राजनीति के इर्द गिर्द है, पूरी पटकथा जो है वो राजनीति पर है. आजकल देश में एक बहुत बड़ी राजनीति गरमाई हुई है. गुरमेहर कौर की बात करें हम, शहीद की बेटी की, उसको लेकर जिस तरह से देश में माहौल है, आप एक जिम्मेदार नागरिक हैं सर. हमेशा वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट की बात होती है, पीकू पिंक जैसे फिल्में आपने की हैं. जब इस तरह की घटना होती है तो एक नागरिक होने के नाते सर आप कैसा महसूस करते हैं?
जो मैं महसूस करता हूं वो मेरा व्यक्तिगत विचार होगा. आपसे कहूंगा सार्वजनिक हो जाएगा. नमस्कार.
शुक्रिया सर.
या माइक दे दें इनको.
शुक्रिया, थैंक्स. यहाँ पर जानना चाहूंगी कि क्वीन एलिजाबेथ ने आपको अपने एक बहुत बड़े जलसे में...
मैडम सरकार की बात कीजिए, वो उनका सरकार अलग है.
We just take two last questions.
Amit sir,
My question is to Amit sir.
Amit sir.
Hi Amit.
अमित सर एक सवाल इधर.
अमित वो है
सर आपके लेफ्ट में. अमित सर दिस साइड. सर आमतौर पे हम ये सुनते हैं, एक्टर्स कहते हैं कि हर किरदार के लिए उन्हें मेहनत करनी पड़ती है और कुछ सोचते हैं, कुछ होमवर्क करते हैं. आपने तीनों जो फिल्म है, सरकार, सरकार राज और अब सरकार 3, आपका किरदार एक स्थिर किरदार है कि उसमें कोई बदलाव शायद नहीं होता है, वही इंसान है, वही उनकी विचारधारा है. तो क्या आपके लिए आसान होता है या हर बार ये तीनों सीक्वल जो तीनों फिल्में हैं आपने अलग अलग तरीके से अपने किरदार को निभाने की कोशिश की है, या अगर कोई मेहनत की है तो किस तरह से उसमें बदलाव लाने की कोशिश की?
हर फिल्म में प्रयत्न करना पड़ता है, मेहनत करनी पड़ती है. और जो आप कह रही हैं कि क्योंकि आपका किरदार वैसा ही है जैसे 1 में था, 2 में था और 3 में है, लेकिन किरदार के जो सामने किरदार हैं वो बदलते रहे. और मेरा ऐसा मानना है कि मेरा जो अभिनय है वो उस पर निर्भर करता है कि कौन मेरे सामने है, उसके साथ मेरा व्यवहार कैसे होगा, वो किस तरह अपनी वाक्य बोलेगा, वो किस तरह एक्टिंग करेगा. वो अगर सही नहीं करेगा तो मैं भी सही नहीं लगूंगा. इसलिए हमारे लिए ये अंतर होता है.
तो तीनों में अगर पूछा जाए तो सबसे कठिन या आसान कब रहा आपके लिए?
अभी तक जितने भी प्रयत्न हुए हैं सब कठिन रहे हैं.
Amit ji, this
one last question,
more
guys.
angrier actually, you know, like it's like a strike back thing. तो इससे थोड़ा related question है कि तो इसमें like you speak very little actually, तो it's more of your expression and thing like, तो how much you had to, I mean to say, पिछले जो सरकार आई थी वो लगभग 8-9 साल पहले था, तो you had to go through that character, like how do you really work on it?
नहीं, जैसे कि मैंने कहा कि जब रामू हमको बताते हैं कहानी और उसकी पटकथा बताते हैं तो समझा देते हैं कैसा, और उसमें हम लोग घुल मिल जाते हैं। ऐसी कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है। अगर हम लोग कलाकार अपने आप को मानते हैं तो ये हमारा कर्तव्य है और काम है।
There are a lot of questions. Yeah, one last question, please.
Bachchan sir, straight slightly towards your left, sir. Here, sir, if you can see me here.
Yeah, I can see.
Bachchan sir, you're very prolific when it comes to using the social media, when it comes to using microblogging sites like Twitter or Facebook. Do you think in today's time, tweeting one's opinion has become a double-edged sword with trolls attacking you for just expressing your opinion?
Yeah, I think that if you're on the social media, you should be prepared for abuse. I enjoy it.